So AI is completely changing the game for content creation. It's promising speed that we've honestly never seen before. But how do you actually use these tools without making your content sound, totally generic? Or even worse, just flat out wrong? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now.
Which brings us to the big question every single creator is asking. Is AI a helpful assistant, or is it a confident liar? Is it going to be this amazing tool that supercharges your workflow, or is it just going to make up facts and strip away your unique voice? The answer is, well, it's kind of both. The real trick is knowing which one you're talking to at any given moment. And this is the perfect way to think about it, dividing up the work. On the left, you've got the tasks that just drain your soul, staring at that dreaded blank page, trying to reorganize a messy outline. That's where AI is brilliant. But on the right, those are the tasks that actually require a soul. Things like truth, your own original experiences, taste, and ultimately, accountability. That's where you, the human, absolutely have to stay in charge.
So, to get this relationship right, you need the right mental model. You have to stop thinking of AI as some kind of magic brain. Instead, think of it like this. It's your new hire.
Yep, meet your fast junior assistant. And getting this model in your head is so important. They are super speedy, always enthusiastic, and they're great at just getting tasks done. But, and this is a big but, they're junior. They're going to be wrong sometimes, they need constant supervision, and you would never ever let them set the overall strategy. You are the manager here. It's your job to give clear instructions and to check all of their work.
This quote just perfectly nails the vibe of your new assistant, doesn't it? It's got all this energy, it's moving fast, it might swim around in some chaotic circles for a bit, but it is not steering the ship. You get all that speed and enthusiasm, but you have to be the one providing the direction and the quality control.
So, how do we put this assistant to work in a smart way? Let's build a workflow that keeps you, the human, firmly in the driver's seat. That way you get all the awesome benefits of AI without just turning into a copy and paste factory.
Okay, this right here might be the single most important secret to getting good results. See, most people get really bland, generic content from AI because they give it super vague instructions. The secret is to start with your opinion first. You give the AI specific context and clear constraints. You're not asking it what to think, you're just asking it to help you shape and articulate the thoughts you already have.
And here is a fantastic, super practical tip. Create something called a voice box. It's basically just a simple text snippet that you can paste into your prompts every single time. It tells the AI about your brand's personality, all the cheesy buzzwords to avoid, how you like things formatted, and you can even give it a few examples of your own best writing. It's a little bit of setup work, sure, but believe me, it pays off big time with consistency.
Before you even think about writing a prompt, you're going to create a quick brief. It doesn't have to be some huge, complicated document. Just define your audience and your goal, and most importantly, figure out your unique angle. Then give it the key points in the proof. You're essentially giving your junior assistant a really clear, non-negotiable set of marching orders.
Okay, now let's talk about the prompts themselves. Instead of just being lazy and saying, "Write me a blog post," try these patterns. First, assign the AI a role. Then, give it clear constraints. Use it to improve a draft you've already started. And number 4 here, the QA editor, that's the secret weapon. Asking an AI to find the flaws in its own output is strangely, incredibly effective.
And here's how this all snaps together into a pipeline you can use over and over. Now notice where the AI helps out, with the outline, the first draft, and an editing pass. But look at the really crucial human steps. Creating that brief, doing a human value pass. That's where you add your unique experience and opinions. And of course, the non-negotiable fact check. This structure right here is your safety.
Okay, once you've done the hard work of creating one really solid, human-vetted piece of content, this is where your AI assistant really earns its keep. It is time to repurpose.
This is the magic formula. You create one great source of truth, like a really well-researched article or a script, and then you let your AI assistant just multiply it. You can turn it into 10 or even more different pieces of content, and they'll all be perfectly consistent with the original.
I mean, just think about it for a second. From one single article, your assistant can spit out social posts, an email newsletter, a bunch of different video scripts, even FAQs for your product page. This is where AI stops being just a writing partner and really becomes a true force multiplier for your entire strategy. It's just pure efficiency.
All right, we've talked about the power, and now we really have to talk about the dangers, because using this tool comes with some very real responsibilities, and if you ignore them, you can get yourself into some serious trouble.
This is it, the single most important rule. If an AI generates a fact, a statistic, a date, a quote, anything like that, you must treat it like a giant red flashing light. It is guilty until proven innocent. You, the human, are 100% responsible for verifying it from a real primary source. This is not optional.
You should probably tape this checklist to your monitor. Verify every single claim. Researchers at NIST have confirmed that AI hallucinations are a huge reliability problem. Source every single study. Add your own experience. And you have to know the real-world rules from groups like the FTC and the Copyright Office. Just thinking, I'm sure this is fine, is not a strategy.
And hey, if you care about SEO at all, listen up. Google has been crystal clear on this. They do not care if you use AI. What they care about is whether you create helpful, high-quality content for actual humans. Using AI to just mass-produce thousands of thin, low-value pages, that's a direct violation of their spam policies. Your focus has to be on quality, always, not just quantity.
These are the classic traps people fall into. Publishing raw drafts, having zero point of view. These are just the fastest ways to create content that absolutely nobody will ever read. Remember, your AI assistant cannot give you a perspective. That part has to come from you.
So let's wrap this all up with the key takeaways. Use AI for the structural stuff, the drafting, the rewriting, the repurposing. But you have to keep humans responsible for the things that actually matter: the truth, the taste, and the perspective. Build that repeatable workflow, fact-check absolutely everything, and focus on creating value, not just volume.
Honestly, this is the perfect way to think about it. AI is an incredible tool, a really powerful assistant. But you are still the one driving the car. It can suggest a route, sure, but you control the destination and you are responsible for the whole journey. It's your job to know if that sudden urge to recalculate is a brilliant shortcut or if it's a path that's leading you straight into a lake. Drive safely.